Έλα σταθή. Είδες εν τα μάλλου είναι φορεστά, είδαμε, και μου σου είναι. Ναι.
Business as usual then. Good.
Έλα, Μιχάλη.
Routine means we're still alive.
Έλα, Μιχάλη, γεια σου, Μιχάλη. Πού είσαι, Μιχάλη? Πού είσαι, Μιχάλη? Εγώ, Ευχαριστώ, Μιχάλη, και εσύ, Μιχάλη. Ωραία, Μιχάλη. Μιχάλη, πάω να κάνω το κόλπο του Μάριου, έτσι ώστε να μπεις. Το γλυωρό είναι το go and die. Αχ και βαχ. Θα καθαρίσω. Κανονικά πρέπει να κάνω σαρέντο. Του κανονικές συνθήκες. Έλα παπά. Γιατί είμαι Μιχάλης στα... Αν εμπάνω από 300 μέτρα θα λέει ο Μάριος. Έπισε... δεν θα κάνω. Αλλά εγώ εύχομαι Μιχάλη. Άρα δεν θα πω για μένα, πω δάμε. Survivor. Να κάνουμε και κομπλιτερό, είδαμε. Κοτσίνο. Σε έχω πάει το κότσινο. Σήκωσε ρε, κότσινο και πελάτη. Σαρέντε. Βάλεις μόνο δύο που είναι τα Adrenaline Shots μέσα στο safe pocket. Μόνο. Τίποτε άλλο. Ναι, επειδή αν δεν είμαστε κοντά Μιχάλη θα κάνουμε surrender. Για να μην τα χάσουμε, κατάλαβες. Τίποτε άλλο, εντάξει. Τίποτε άλλο, έρχομαι. Εντάξει. Είμαστε στα
Let's go to that location.
500 μέτρα της αρέντας. Α, ή πρέπει να παίξουμε, ρε Μιχάλη, μετά. Μπράβο. Ή πρέπει να παίξουμε μετά. Πήγαινε και πήγαινε.
Let's move to that location.
Πέχαλε. Μιχάλη, είσαι εδώ. Μικρόφωνο, εισαγωγή. Μέσα από το χάρι μέσα. Και τώρα είναι ανοιχτά. Είναι ανοιχτά ήδη Μιχάλ. Θα το ρισκάρω να δω κάτι. Πώς θα είναι. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, friendly. I'm friendly, guys. I'm friendly.
You're not friendly, so
I'm very sorry. Take my loot. Ce ne faci? Στάθη, προσπαθούμε να κάνουμε ένα κόλπο που βρήκε ο Μάριος για να βρούμε πολλά τα blueprints, τα blueprints για να κάνουμε όπλα και τα λοιπά. Θα κάνουμε λίγο αυτό το πράγμα και μετά συνεχίζουμε κανονικά το stream που λες και στα βολιά μας. Είχαμε πάντα βρέτη, θα με ακούς. Καλά. Δεν έχω περιθώρια. Αλλάξανε τα όρια. Σου δίνω πίσω. Σου δίνω πίσω. Που λαλεί, εκείνο που σου λαλούσα, Μιχάλη. Κοίταξε, Valorant για παράδειγμα δεν μπορώ να παίξουμε. Τι είναι παρόμοιο με το Valorant? Μάλιστα, CS2. Μπράβο. Μιχάλη βόρα, άις το φάει. Άις το φάει, Μιχάλη, τρέξε. Ο χρόνος είναι πολύτιμος. Το στόμα μπορεί να περιμένει. Τι η κοιλιά μπορεί εκεί να περιμένει. Όχι! Όχι που πάνω. Μιχάλη, να θυμάσαι να το βάλεις σε σεφ. Όχι. Πάμε σαν κλείσει πορτέ, πάμε σαν κλείσει πορτέ. Λουτ, λουτ, λουτ. Μιχάλη, πει μας σήματα μάτι. Δεν είναι τι πάτε. Τι!
Over here.
Μιχάλη, έχω όπλο βενέλο. Όχι, Μιχάλη. Τώρα κάνουμε... Α! Θα βάλεις παταρίσους που να χτύκανες. Kasih bateria, que jale di bateria. Πάνω σου μπουρκέτ. Δεν έχω ελπίδα. Κλείς την πόρτα. Ναι, εσύ τι θέλεις. Πού είναι το. Και αφού είναι κανονικά πρέπει να κάνουμε surrender, αλλά... Α, έχω το, έχεις το. Όχι, το έχω. Άρα να βάλω τούτο και έχεις τώρα. Εγώ φύγα. Εγώ φύγα, Μιχάλη. Θα σας το μιλώ. Να είσαι μπαλάμο. Και σου είσαι η τρίτη. Έκαμα το αυτονόητο, έκαμα το αυτό. Δεν έχω ελπίδα που θα με φτάσει καμιά πατρίδα και με τα χέρια μου και την καρδιά μου. Τα όνειρά μου. Πόσα? Σαρέν. Ναι. Το καλύτερο να πάει ξεχωριστά, να μπαίνουμε μαζί την ίδια ώρα και ο καθένας να πιένει από εκεί. Τσάμε. Το καλύτερο. Θέλω να δοκιμάσουμε. Βγαίνω. Και είσαι έτοιμος, μόλις είσαι έτοιμος να πατήσεις μου, να πατήσουμε μαζί. Ναι. Ένα, δύο, τρία. Κοίταξε. Εγκαλύτερα να μπούμε μαζί γιατί υπάρχει πιθανότης, Μιχάλη, αν μας βάλει μαζί, σημαίνει ότι θα μας βγάλει στο ίδιο σημείο, άρα πιθανότητα ο ένας να βγει πιο κοντά. Άρα Άρα. Όχι! Πού είσαι? Εγώ μέσα στο... Όχι, village, πήγαινε στο village. Εγώ μέσα στο Olive Grove.
Let's go to the head house.
420 μέτρα. Δεν είμαστε όμως, είμαστε το βουλγό. Σημαίνει είναι βάλες... Μέσα. Πήγαινε down ένας. Άρα αν είμαστε στο ίδιο. Μέσα θα κάνουμε το κόλπο του Μάριου από μέσα να βγω στη φελή. Hello! Hello!
Light gun parts used.
Oh, really? Oh, I have them. I don't need them. Thanks.
Εμένα είναι όλη φιλική, θα ανταλλάσσουν δύο ένας πράγματα του άλλου. Θα το κάνω τσικότα δική. Πρέπει να κάνει complex gun, parts, και το κάνω. Όχι, παντζάξι. Και Μιχάλη. Όχι. Λοιπόν, δεν είναι ευκεί το νέο Call of Duty. Black Call of Duty was black out when 17 του Απρίλη. Όχι. Reconnect. Ζω ακόμα ρε. Ξαναπιες. Ποιο περιμένεις. Κοίτα. Πού να εξηγώ και κατά βάθος που είναι εγώ. Άρα πατούμε ready, εντάξει, ready up και να σου βγάλει το μήνυμα ready up anyways. Άρα, 1, 2, 3. Στα να'θεν. Κάλεμε στο 20 λεπτό. Έβαλε μέσα στο 20. Αφού δεν δουλεύει και Μιχάλη. Χειρότερα. Χειρότερα Μιχάλη. Ναι. «13 του Μάρτη, Μιχάλη, το Call of Duty». Νομίζω, έτσι σε κατάλαβα. There will be 100 players in 25 quad teams to begin with, dropping into Avalon with a visible circle denoted. To another part of the map at the start of each map.
By the reinforced reception.
Vamos. Όχι, βαλάτσετες, ελάωσες με και βαλάτσετες, τούτες μες το... Έφυγατε πως έφυγα και Μιχάλη, επία μαζί με το... Όχι, Μιχάλη. What are we doing, Στάθη? We doing a thing. Προσπαθούμε να πάει σε έναν τόπο που έχει blueprints. Τα blueprints είναι με αυτά που κάνεις, you know, για να κάνεις κάποιο όπλο, ας πούμε, πρέπει να βρεις το blueprint του και τα λοιπά. Και πάμε σε ένα σημείο που έχει ένα blueprint που θέλουμε, που είναι πιθανό να το βγάλει, είναι πάντα που βγάλει. Και κάνουμε αυτήν την τεχνική του Μάριου. Πιένουμε χωρίς τίποτε εκτός δυο αντρεναλίνες για να βουρούμε. Και πρέπει να μας βγάλει κοντά. Αν μας βγάλει κοντά πάμε. Αν δεν μας βγάλει κοντά, εσύ φέρει να πάμε γιατί να σου πάει άλλος πρώτα. Περκεί μου έβρω. Εντάξει, να κάνουμε λίγες φορές και να πάει κανονικά μετά. If you know what I mean. Cioè, qui
Let's go
vediamo.
to that location.
Είναι μακριά όμως, αλλά τέλος πάντων. Πάμε, πάνω να κοιμάσω. Ναι, μπορεί να είμαστε τυχεροί, να μην έχει άλλον που να προσπάθει να κάνει. Ακριβώς. Ακούω μπιμ μπιμ μπιμ. Τι σημαίνει? Α. Καλή χειρουργία. Τι κάνουμε? Θα παίξω 6. Έξω από 6. Κλειστά, κλειστά. Μιχάλη, ευθεία, πάω. Μιχάλη, το κόρπο ποιο είδα? Θα σε αφήκω να σε δεις ένα πράγμα. Μιχάλη, ένας δεν θα πεθάνει. Μέσα. Στα θυσίασα τον Μιχάλη για να πάω εγώ. Κάποιος είναι να θυσιαστεί όμως. Κάποιον. Απλά δέχτηκε ο Μιχάλη να θυσιαστεί. Ήβρα έναν blueprint, αλλά έχω το. Έχεις το σήμα εδώ. Μιχάλη, νομίζω να έρθω να σε σηκώσω, νομίζω. Ένα λεπτή. Εκτός το healing, tactical healing. Έχεις το, tactical 3 healing. Ό,τι καλύτερο να δεις το, έχεις το. Έλα Μιχάλη, έχεις το. Εντάξει, βάρ' το σέφο και τσιγάμε σαν ρέμπο. Εντάξει, πιάνουμε. Και έρχομαι. Κοιτάξτε τους άλλους το που να κάνω βίντεο. What to find? MK. MK. Where survival project. Πριν από ένα μήνα, θέλουν πιο πατήρ, 3 μήνες, με 2 μήνες, 3 μέρες, 5 μέρες. Τρέξε Μιχάλη, τρέξε. Μα τι ώρα να σου πας στο keyboard σου pause and play button. Γιατί έβαλα να δω ένα βίντεο, Μιχάλη, με τούτα τα location. Και λαρέζει μου βούρα, κάτω και παίζει, Μιχάλη. Όμως, πατάς πας στο keyboard σου ένα κουμπί, Μιχάλη. Σταματάς και παίζει, Μιχάλη. Ζώνω, ακριβώς. Κι εγώ ζώνω το παίζω, ξιαζώνω το... Και πρέπει να ξερά το ίδιο, ρε. Όχι, το healing τώρα. Το flanking, τι βράζει ο flanking. Έλα Μιχάλη, αφήνω σου ένα. Τούτο healing, το flanking έχεις το, δεν το έχεις, το combat. Έλα το τούτο. Έχω το. Εντάξει, πιάσω το και ευκαιρνώ. Καλό λίγο να μην το έχω... Το ξαναβάλω το, έχω spaceport container story. Αλλά μπορεί να είναι το έχει ο Μάριος, γιατί εμείς είμαστε συμπαίκτες. Ψάρε. Κάτι μου λέει ότι θα μας βγάλει κοντά τώρα να το βρούμε. Παράβλεψη. Όχι! Μακριά δεν. Και μακριά. μισή ώρα φεύγει.
Hello there, sir. How are you?
Δηλαδή σου δίνεις πρωτά παντά και μόνος, τα είσαι στην Και βρά Jolt Mine. Αλλά δεν είναι. Και τα μην βρίσκονται πλέον, αν έχει μια σεντόρα.
Down here.
Hello! Πάλι θα πάω στις κοτσίνα τούτα. Τι εννοείς, θα μου πηγώ πολύ. Κάτι άλλο δεν μπορώ να κάνω, Μιχάλη. Reinforced reception. Μίλιστα. Όχι. Μα είναι κάτι λαϊκά. Ταραραria.
Let's go to the reinforced reception. Let's go to the reinforced reception.
Όχι, βάζω.
Attention all raiders. We've got confirmed reports of a harvester
Καλύτερα σε
nearby.
night raid,
That
αλλά...
means the queen should be present as well. So be on your guard and only engage it if you're prepared for the fight.
Νομίζω πιο ούλιο. Λαβέ, τσάω, πιο κάτω. Λάθος. Ρε, που είναι άλλη μερκάρ. Πάμε να λουτάρουμε τα κότσινα. Εγώ θυμούμαι... Εμείς που το βράμε, ήταν κάπου κοντά. Σε βουκά τα κότσινα που εδώ. Όχι, όχι, θυμούμαι Μιχάλη. Σε κάτι κότσινα που εδώ. Ναι Μιχάλη, αλλά θυμούμαι. Και λάλο σου πιάστο, όχι. Λάλο σου λούταρε το. Και βρες το και μετά ξαναμπαίνουμε και βρες το για μένα. Κάτι έτσι. Όχι Μιχάλη. Και λαλό σου είδες Μιχάλη που λαλεί κάνε το καλό και ρίξει το στο γιάτο. Να το βάλω. Όχι, όχι. Όχι, 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 όχι. Μιχάλη, ο νους. Η μνήμη σου σε απαντάει. Ρε θυμούμαι ρε, ήταν κότσινα πουθκιά ρε. Που δω τα τούτα. Πού πάει? Στο stream πίσω? Θέλω να θυμηθώ που τα βρω. Ένα λεπτό. Να το βάλω, να το βάλω. Πάω να το βάλω. Όχι τώρα Μιχάλη, τώρα. Τώρα. Ζωντάνα, μάλιστα. Και πάμε πίσω, πίσω, πολλά πίσω, πριν δύο μήνες. Πάρτου. Σίγουρα είναι δαμέ. Δυο μετά. Δάμε, όχι Μιχάλη, όχι. Wasn't work. Α, δάμε είχα looting MK3. Γιατί είχα δάμε looting MK3, γιατί θέλω να πει ο ποιητής. Δάμε κάπου να με ποντού. Α, περίμενε, να μπορώ δάμε. Γιατί είναι. Δάμε σκοτώναμε πολλά τα τούτα. Δάμε είχα ήδη Looting και 3, νομίζω. Πιο πίσω. Εντάξει, φάρετε. Τι είναι τον καιρό παίζει ο Μάριος, ξέρετε πριν να ξεκινήσει. Αλλά πέ μου Μιχάλη αφού εσύ δεν θυμάσαι τίποτα. Εγώ θυμούμαι το Μιχάλη, θυμούμαι κότσινο κουτί, το ίδιο, ήταν το ίδιο σου τόπος Μιχάλη. Ρε, ήταν το ίδιο κουτί το λάλο σου. Κοίταξε, πρώτη μέρα δεν ήταν σίγουρα, δεύτερη δεν ήταν σίγουρα, τρίτη... Ρε, αφού θυμούμαι ρε, έχω φωτογραφική μνήμη εγώ. Ναι. Για άλλο που λάρεις, για άλλο που λάρεις, Μιχάλη, για άλλο που λάρεις εσύ. Για άλλο που λάρεις. Για άλλο. Για άλλο, Μιχάλη, που λάρεις εσύ. Για άλλο, όχι, Μιχάλη. Όχι, ελείψανούλα, Μιχάλη. Ελείψανούλα.
Be a good neighbor and don't make too much noise after hours.
Ακίνητα. Εντάξει, διάβησε. Κάμα 25 καλά. Όχι. Γιατί μυρολόγιζε. Όχι. Ελείψαν τα chemicals, δηλαδή ελείψαν τα chemicals. Δάμε... δάμε παίζαμε το Chris. Ήταν το πιο ακραία. Ακραία. Ναι. Έτσι παίζαμε με το Chris ακόμα. Που το πράγμα. Δάμε ακόμα δεν το έχω. Δάμε ακόμα δεν το έχω. Άρα, Μιχάλη, Warzone νου δάμε, Ακραίτες, Warzone τουρνουά, πάμε σε root. Δύο προβόλες. Όχι, Warzone Ακραίτες πριν το μίλησε. Δαμε, τουρνουά, προλούτερ. Ομάδα πύραυλος, δαμε. Μάλιστα. Α, ούτε εδώ με το έχω. Ξέχω το. Δεν το έχω. Άρα, είναι και μετά. Εννιά ώρες τώρα. Δεν μας είδε το παιχνίδι. Εντάξει, το κάνουμε αλλολίες φορές και καλή. Μα πού να πάω, που σ' αγαπώ τόσο πολύ. Μα πού να πάω. Πού δεν πάμε άλλο. To live or not to live. To peace or not to peace. Τώρα να σκάλει κοντά, έτσι νιώθω.
Go to the reinforced reception.
Πόσο. από έξω. Πρώτος. Είσαι με. Aggressive, bravo, aggressive, combat aggressive. Ce lo fa? Από ό,τι είδα ένα βίντεο, να κοιτάζω και δάμε. Και δάμε, να τα πω έξω. Όχι τούτο, αλλά τούτο θα με χωρίς, αλλά τώρα είναι και τούτο. Κάπου και τούτο. Κάποιος βάλει armor. Λοιπόν, Anvil Splitter. Μιχάλη, έλα βάρ' το. Έλα φυλάξε εδώ γιατί είναι πολλά λεπτά.
Hey, an anvil splitter. Here.
Αρέντε ρε μόνο, Grazie. Ρε, πάμε να φαψίουμε σιγά σιγά του πάστη. Πάει από κάτω. Μην φάσεις με αυτό. Αν μας φαψίσεις με το... Καλή ρε, βγάλε εδώ! Τα πόδια μου άκουσαν από κάτω. το Anvil το σειρά. Εντάξει. Τι πυροβολάς, πυροβολάς. Θα κάνει έτσι ζημιά. Όχι, όχι, πιάσε. Άρα, το aggressive Μιχάλη, τι δίνει το aggressive Μιχάλη? Το combat MK aggressive, τι δίνει? Τι λες να δίνει? Όχι! Όλα φρίκα τα λάθος. Κατά λάθος,
Let's go to the reinforced reception.
Take that entrance.
Let me see. Fredda già, mi sa. Ale!
Allora, letteralmente vuoi completa. I put down everything you should do now. Levy.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you very much.
Don't worry. Bye.
Bye bye. Sarebbe. Facciamoci. Chiuso. Mi se la sega. Ah, 잠깐만, 루나. 예. 아. Α? Γιατί? Είπες κάτι πριν λίγο. Έχω pillow. Ναι ρε, θεωρώ το βίντεο και ακούω σε λαλείς. Εγώ έχω pillow. Έλα λούς. Να μην μπορώ να το κάνω. Αλλά να σε βίντεο πια. Ναι. To live or not to live, Michali. To live or not to live. We are pro Arc Raiders.
Reception.
Ούτε δάμε το έχω. Από εδώ που φοράμε. Άντε πάμε άλλο. Από εδώ το φοράμε. Ακριβώς. Άρα πού να θυμάσαι που το φοράμε. Για να θυμάσαι. Δάμε είχα... Πάλι πάω να βάλω τα που κάνω να περάσουν και έρχομαι. Ήρθα. Μιχάλη, πάμε αλώνα γιατί πιστεύω ναι, και να το δω. Τι μας στείλε? Κροκοδιλάκιας. Όχι. Όχι. Άρα, πάμε εδώ. Εδώ μην είχα το... άλλο. Dive in. Ah. Αυτά άλλες φορές θα πίνουμε νοσίδιο. Κατεβαίνει κι άλλος, πίσω σου. Πέντε κάτω. Hello!
We had enemy someone is shooting at us. Watch out.
Τέλος εσύ. Ανοίξε λίγο, σαν διάδει. No, 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 I'm friendly. That is another team shooting at me.
Raider, in there.
Μαζί του ήρα, μαζί του ήρα. Έρχομαι. Μιχάλη, νομίζω πάω να ετοιμάσω τα πράγματα μου, πώς πω να μου, πράσουν και να βγάλω, να τα καθαρίσω. Ένα, δύο. Ένα. Ένα, δύο, Μιχάλη. Ένα. Ένα, δύο, Μιχάλη. Δύο. Ένα, δύο. Τρία. 4. 5. Yok, Ένα, δύο. Ένα. 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Μιχάλη, μ' ακούς? Μιχάλη, είσαι εδώ. Τιριριρι. Μιχάλη, ακούς? Rift. Tak.
You just have some extremely specific question that you yourself understand every part about it. You just don't know how to build it or express it in this particular, circumstance. To me, that's like where I absolutely love AI, because I effectively, I just don't have to go on. I don't have to go on Twitter, or I mean Twitter. I don't have to go on Stack Overflow and try to like search through all of its crap just to find one. Also, thank you for dude Excelion. Thank you very much for the 20 gifted subs. I appreciate that, Excelion. And so, like, as search, I absolutely love it. It's the other side that I find myself getting increasingly more frustrated with it, which is I just don't even want to do the CSS. Hey, make it for me. Hey, make it for me. And then I kind of realize that everything I build just is super mediocre. I'm not really happy with it. You know what I mean? Like, I remember back in the day when I would make like little game stuff, there wasn't a huge amount of effort put into how like I shaped stuff. Instead, I spent a huge amount of effort into, okay, this doesn't feel right. Okay, this doesn't feel right. Okay, this doesn't feel right. And I just keep on iterating on it over and over and over and over, right? Like where I would end up playing like a certain portion of a game 9,000 times to just get the exact right perfect feeling. And I just don't think there's a way to okay, guys, you got, what the hell? No one does this, and now you guys are doing this right in the middle of a soliloquy? Guys, I'm soliloquacious right now, and you're just interrupting with your generosity. Thank you, Marmalade. Super cool, Marmalade. I appreciate that. Thank you. Very nice. Soliloquacious. Okay, guys. Thanks for the support. I can't have a coherent thought when you do this. Like, I used to have this thought that was boiling. We were coming to like a climax, okay? We just got over the foreplay, and I was about to give you guys such an amazing climax. And guess what? Now I can't remember what the hell I was talking about, okay? Thank you, Co-Girl. Extremely generous. And thank you, Gustavn. Thank you. I appreciate the 20. Gifted first 20, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now nobody's climaxing, okay? We're done. We're done. I'm calling the stream. Thank you very much, Marmalade. Again, back to back. Appreciate that. Okay, PHP, stop it. Okay, guys, I don't even know where I'm at now. I don't even know what building I'm in. What the hell? There's not even a hype train going on. Thank you, Excelion, for the 1,000 bits. Dude, what the hell's happening? I'm completely in shambles. Give me the climax, dude. I honestly have no idea what I was talking about anymore. I don't know. What are we talking about? I think I was coding. Was I coding? Dude, I'm suffering from success. Bro, dude, I am literally suffering from success right now. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. The name is the Primogen. Now there's half of you that are like, I guess this video's over. All right. Hey, VNK, thank you very much for that tier 1. All right. Let's go back in. Let's just try to go back in. I know it's about the easy button and being able to press that. I will say this. I don't know if I said this. I'm not even looking at chat for a second. You're going to distract me. I'll bring it back up. What am I saying? That there is this problem that I have where if I end up solving a problem with AI, I find that I solve more problems with AI. If I don't solve problems with AI, then I continue to be just fine not doing it. I know that sounds super stupid, but just let me explain. I'm not looking at chat. Just give me a second, Excelion. Let me just finish this thought. The more I lean into this black box, the less I'm able to comprehend what is produced. Because I am of the personal opinion that a software engineer cannot possibly review more than about 150 lines at one time and actually know what's happening. Beyond that, you start to really lose the content of or the context of what's happening, and then you just end up being really bad at your review. You start letting a bunch of stuff kind of slip through and all that. And so I find that when I start running, it's like I have to keep on doing it because my context and my grip on the project has completely slipped. And so the easy button becomes more and more easy to touch. And then I feel bad that I'm not doing that because there's this weird subconscious thing, despite the fact that consciously I've said lines of code make no difference. But when you see plus 2,000 and you're like, dude, I just made a bunch of features, there is something that is a bit addictive to that, where you're just like, oh yeah, dude, like I just made a bunch of features. I did a bunch of stuff. It's not that it's actually like, what will it look like in 6 months? Is it actually workable? Do you notice that I don't currently have alerts or voice on my stream? Well, that's because I broke it due to vibe coding, and now I just am in this really weird spot where it's just like, I gotta go figure out how to fix that in the world's slowest loop. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I have code that I don't know how it works. Anyways, I know I've messed up my point, but thank you, Excelion, for the 100 gifted subs. It's, in fact, you gifted so many subs, I can't even scroll to the top. Twitch's scrollback history is not as long as your sub history. Think about that for a second. If size matters, you're beyond the limits. AI to help tutor. I do a lot of stuff with AI for tutoring. I find that to be pretty nice. Like often I'll do something like this and be like, could you give me an example of how to create a child process in Golang? And then this will go off and it'll create a tutorial for me and give me like a step-by-step thing. And I find that to be really, really nice. I use that actually pretty frequently. Anyway, sorry. We're going to keep on going. We're not even that far into this video and we've already stopped a lot.
Couple problems with that. One is that responsible developers are presumably supposed to be like reviewing their code. In practice, everyone knows that you can't review AI code. Not only is it impossible to keep up with the AIs, they want to move like 1,000 miles per hour and we're here like 30 miles per hour, like reading, trying to understand every line. It's impossible to keep up with. And so the question is, well, can we ship products without reviewing the code?
By the way, he's right on that one. You can. Like the people that are like, I'm reviewing 10,000 lines of code a day. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You've literally never read 10,000 lines of code in a day. No, you haven't. Shut up. You're lying to me. You're lying to the forest. You're lying on Twitter. You're lying for clout. You're lying so that a VC invests in you. Okay, that's the truth, 100%. Now, if you say I lightly look at it and make sure it's not doing something excessively dumb or at least glaringly dumb, okay, you could probably do that. But the problem is once the change sets grow beyond a certain amount and now you're just looking at small change sets, you don't know what kind of just absolute insane state spaghetti that's going on because you're just looking at a little change and you're like, okay, this looks okay, right? But you don't really realize just how insane it actually is. And so, yes, he's right. He's 100% right. If you use it, you truly can't keep up with it. We're not designed to be able to go through that kind of content. That's okay. I mean, that's what Mr. Altman and Dario is trying to sell us, is that we don't need to go through it anymore. You know, we let Dario take the wheel. He's going to tell us how to live our lives and what kind of code we're going to create, and everything's going to be great, and we're all going to have society and it's going to be fantastic if we just stop reading code. That's a great tweet, by the way. Oh my gosh. Society if meme. Oh my gosh. Okay, where are you? Where's this one? Boom. Just something like that. Oh yeah. That's all I want. Look at this. I'm being so lazy with it. I'm not even generating it. Boom. Dario told me this. Dario told me that. It's probably true. You wouldn't understand it. By the way, there you go. All right, let's keep on going.
And so the question is, well, can we ship products without reviewing the code? And in recent videos, I've been trying to warm up to that idea because it is what I need to ship my product. Take OpenClaw as proof of that. Peter Steinberger never looked at the code. It's huge. It's a monstrosity. He's never looked at the code. And he's testament to just what can be done, I guess. If you don't care about the code, it's no secret that if you don't look at the code, you'll go really fast. In my last video,
he's 100% right. Anybody want to argue that? Right? OpenClaw is 100% the greatest testament to that, which is that they have somehow, Peter has somehow acquired more stars than Linux and React. Slower later, I don't know. Is that true? I that's the thing, is I don't actually know. I'm not even so I'm not making a quantitative statement about how good or bad the code is. I'm simply making an observation of he did not look at the stars and was somehow able, or he did not look at the code and was somehow able to make something in which ultimately got him a job at OpenAI, right? People just idiot? I mean, it's so I don't look at people in that kind of light. I typically don't actually think everyone's a stupid idiot. This is kind of like a classic modern trope that everybody's a dummy. Except for you, of course. You're not the dummy. Everybody else is the dummy somehow. And so therefore, that's why everybody falls for this. But you don't fall for it because you're actually the super smart person. And that's just that. I don't actually fall for that. I think people generally are just lazy. Right? I think that's it. You're telling me that I can instantaneously generate the change fix needed for my bug that I need to go fix today? Like, who wouldn't press that button? At least, who wouldn't start off by pressing that button? Even if you go back through and you fix it, who wouldn't, as their first step, be like, yeah, I'm going to press that button? Why would I not press that button? At least give it a try. At least, time is money, my friend. Exactly. So it's one of those. Let's see. Everyone is stupid, including me. Now that's fine. Excellium, that's actually true. Because if everybody's stupid, then we're all the same. So it's just like, okay, yeah, that's true. Truing. I don't think we're all identical. Don't worry. I'm not under that stupid analysis. Dude, there's so many people that are just like, actually, everybody's the same. It's like, no, actually, people are not the same. That one kid that's 16 years old that currently has a doctorate in quantum physics is significantly smarter than you and me. Okay? Sorry. There's a variation in brain power, and I certainly don't fall on that side of the curve.
My last video, I likened vibe coding to essentially evolution with natural selection, where evolution seemingly has no idea what it's doing. To code up something as precise as a hand, it doesn't say, hey, I want to make a hand. How do I code it up? No, it tries random things. And if it passes the tests, it adds it to the DNA stack. As long as you survive, you'll add your DNA to the gunk of the DNA code base, which is absolutely incomprehensible, inscrutable, and yet it made us. And so it's like, well, if evolution can do that, why can't I have this LLM, which is not even, it's better than random, clearly. And if you pit it up with some tests, as long as it passes those tests, then why can't I do something like evolution does? Like, if it's good enough to make me, it's good enough to make my damn to-do app. Yesterday was a perfect
I have a lot of thoughts on it. I'm going to try to keep this as concise as possible. I think if LLM had 1 billion years to make an app, and you also had the truest and most real test conditions, assuming that everything else can line up and everything else we can take as complete fact, yeah, it could probably create that to-do app without any problems. But we don't quite. Here's the problem, is that in real world, just using his evolutionary argument, you die when you got bad DNA. In LLM land, when you have bad code, your users get hacked and you might go to jail. But there's no feedback loop, right? There's no like, oh, okay, this branch of DNA didn't work. You know what I mean? Like, there's no like, oh, okay, we got to quit producing. This DNA will never get produced again because it just keeps on going to jail. Instead, it's just like, yo, dog, I'm going to keep producing this over and over again until somehow we've made it to the point where its occurrence in the training data overtakes whatever was the thing before it that caused it to occur. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Can you guys stop DNA shaming my to-do app? Oh, no. Test fail equals death. Yes. I think that's a better way. Every time a test fails, your previous commit gets deleted. That's actually okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we are getting somewhere. A LLM has to produce a set of tests before it can make any change, and then it can make a small change. And if the test that was supposed to pass does not pass, the commit gets undone and it has to try again. And it just keeps on having to do this until it just one-shots it constantly. Either you one-shot it or you try again. Prime just solved AI. Boom. Evolution, people. Evolution. All right. AI is pattern recognition and inference. Nothing more, nothing left. Yeah, I know. Rip your wallet. Yeah. Dude, you got to put that on Claude fast, though, because that's going to take 1 billion tokens, and it has to go fast. All right, let's keep on going.
to-do app. Yesterday was a perfect opportunity to test that hypothesis. ChatGPT 5.4 came out yesterday.
Actually, hold on. I need to go potty. I didn't plan this out well.
Mijal.
Yeah, come on. What do you want? What do you want? What is it?
What do you want from me?
All right, see you, babe. Sorry, dog. Dog wanted to say hi. Isn't this gentleman already a tramp? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, let's rewind that. Let's just go back.
Me, it's good enough to make my damn to-do app. Yesterday was a perfect opportunity to test that hypothesis. ChatGPT 5.4 came out yesterday, and everyone's somewhat raving about it. So I was like,
By the way, I hate every time a new model comes out. Every time a new model comes out, can I just tell you what happens? It's just my least favorite. It's my least favorite thing of all time. All right, so a couple things happen. One, previous model, whatever previous model was, now is identical to a bowl of dog water. Okay, it's just the worst stuff in the universe. Okay, everybody hates it. Oh, you're using whatever? That sucks. That one's trash. It's always trash. Whatever. It doesn't matter how good it was last week. It is utter garbage now. Two, the new one definitely has feelings. People start talking about its feelings. And then, of course, this like kind of subs AGI, ASI, all that crap. Three, you get the crypto bros that are now AI bros that are coming in here selling even more tools, being like, dude, here's the breakdown. And then you get just all the LinkedIn bullshit posts that happen. Very, very annoying. And this happens every single time a new model comes out. And I just hate it. And then the worst part is in approximately 2 to 3 weeks, when we recover from the release of the model, everyone then goes back and goes, no, actually this new one, it's actually trash. No, actually this new model, it's the trash model. I hate this model. I just hate it. It's just trash. I hate it. For a new Theo video. Yes, Theo will make a video on it. I think I've made a video on one model. We've all made a video on a model, okay? Everybody shut up.
Somewhat raving about it. So I was like, okay, let's try that. The directive that evolution seemingly gives to natural organisms is don't die. And as long as you do that, you're doing something good. And so I was like, all right, what is the directive for me to make my product go from not existing on the internet to existing on the internet and
don't go to jail?
Getting customers. And so I was like, okay, well, the app is currently on my machine. It's on localhost, but I need it to be deployed to an actual environment.
Was he about to make the joke like, hey, check out my website? It's localhost. He was really close to making that joke. You can see it's this close.
And I need people to be able to hit the download button and be able to sign up and start using the app. So I was like, okay, that is the validation criteria. That's a survival. That's the end result. Now, in theory, I should be able to give that end result to an LLM model. And if I give it the right environment, if I give it the right tools, then it should be able to automate that result from start to finish. So that's what I did. I gave Codex 5.4. It had access to the AWS command line. It had access to the GitHub API so that I could read the pipelines and see how things are doing. It could commit the code. I said, just do it all. I'm not going to look at the code. And so I started it on that prompt and it worked. Like, you know, you go on shape.work right now, you can hit the download button. Everything works. It's there. But there's a problem. And it's that I have no idea who I am anymore in this process. Software is like, especially in the ground phases, in the early day zero phases, it's supposed to be a really intimate thing between you as the provider and the users that you are trying to sell your product to. You're offering your users something.
So I do have to jump in here. So this is where my own things that I have said in the past come back in some sense to truly haunt me. And I think this is one of those moments, which is that this line of reasoning I've always found to be kind of bad. Reason being is that the users don't care how hard you work. They don't. Nobody cares how hard you work. Very, very easy and very, very obvious point. Go check out HighGuard. Yeah, you know the game that's closing down here any moment? Yeah, that game that just closed down. Like, what they spent 4 years of effort, absolutely did all the work in the universe to make a game work. I mean, I'm sure it was a fine game. I'm sure if, like, mechanically speaking, the game was probably pretty nice. You could run around, you could play relatively bug-free, you could experience the game. Nonetheless, nobody cared that these people worked hard. Yeah, Concord 3. I thought Marathon was supposed to be Concord 3. This one was Concord 2, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, it's like nobody cares about it. Nobody cared that people spent, some people started off as a junior and made it all the way to mid-level during a single game and learned a huge amount of information from it and became a great game developer, only to have their game be met with, this game sucks. Nice job. Totally missed the mark, right? And so that's like where I have this like whole problem right now. And I personally am kind of swirling on that because I subscribe to that thought. Okay, people are saying Marathon is Concord 2, whereas High Card is Concord 3. Okay, fine. I'll fine. I usually do it by which one actually plays and shuts down and actually is, me personally. But nonetheless, it's like, does it matter if you used a product in which was AI created or not, and you just didn't know? Would you pay money just to have one that's not? My guess is that there's going to be some people in chat that are going to go, actually, I would pay more money for an AI product. I just don't know if I believe you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I believe anybody to do that. I think that you would pick the product that works the best. Whatever it is, you would just pick the product that works the best. And I think this is most obvious in video games. And I think gaming is the most obvious. High Guard is shit. Horrible example. Well, High Guard, no. Mechanically speaking, the game was fine. It did not have a bunch of bugs. It was okay. It was not as buggy as, say, Call of Duty. Call of Duty is like actual bad, and then they make money by selling. I mean, that game, I don't know how that game has figured out how to make billions of dollars off of awful stuff. But High Guard, relatively, like mechanically speaking, fine. Actual gameplay, doo-doo, right? It's the example of not knowing what to actually, or not building the right thing. Having all the skills to build a game, but not building the right thing. I don't know what's worse, a buggy mess or literally an unfinished game. Yeah. And so that's kind of like this problem that I'm seeing, is that he's saying, well, okay, I can build all these things, but then who am I? I don't know what his argument is yet. We haven't got there, but who am I, right? Well, my problem, my whole contention this entire time has been, nobody actually cares how hard you do or don't work with it. Nobody actually cares if you're super emotionally connected or not connected to the product. Generally speaking, I think people that are really strongly emotionally connected to the product build better products. I think we can, I at least personally believe that. There's a couple video games that have proven that differently, Concord being number one, but generally speaking, I think